speed reading programs do. They scroll the text past your eye so your eye doesn't have to move. Apparently it's 15 to 20% faster. Test it out yourself. I can't remember the name of the software. AI and blockchain. Buzzword and buzzword, I don't care. Why would you want your AI to run slow? Blockchain means slow. AIs don't like slow. Seems like a terrible idea. How could Core protect itself from wipeout? Technically they can't if the attacker keeps adapting to whatever changes they make. I don't feel like throwing that much thought at it. I might be able to come up with some like timing protections, but not making me rich, so screw that. LTC is only ASIC mined. Yeah, I know, but if your bot steals enough, like I'm not sure what the ratios are. I would have to see what the electrical and cost advantage ASICs have over GPUs on the LTC coin network currently. If the ratios are low enough, then you could afford botnets to do it because you're paying so little for the bot network. Using that term pay in an odd way. This person says, yeah, I've accepted my life is trash and I will be in my mother's basement my whole life. I think this is the same guy that says he can't concentrate for 2 minutes. But hey, you made it to the end of that sentence, and that's better than what a lot of crap I've read on the internet is, so don't be too hard on yourself. Big money to ETH. Not really. If you want hacked and you want to not trust that your money will be there and you want to not trust that your network will be up, sure, go with that network. But if you like uptime and you like not having multi-sig fail and like all the other million problems they've had from bad design choices that come from having multiple consensus implementations on different languages with different teams, those errors cannot be fixed. Cannot be fixed. It will always be down more often. If you're curious why Bitcoin will always be better than Ethereum from a uptime and security perspective, and actually from an inflationary perspective, I wrote an article about it on Medium. Go read it. Medium.com. Richard Hart. Have fun. Wasn't Litecoin a testbed for SegWit? Litecoin is its own thing. I mean, it's not really fair to them to call them a testbed. They rolled it out first. I wouldn't be unfair to them by calling it a testbed. That's like demeaning, right? It'd be like your first girlfriend is a testbed for your wife. Like, it's insulting. Scrolling on down here. You can make a killing in your mom's basement, somebody says. Yeah, why not? What do I think about Lightning? I think it's great. And I'll continue to think it's great until some evidence pops up that says it's not. But it's unlikely. This stuff's been getting worked on for a long time. A long time in crypto time, a couple of years. It's a long time. World Crypto live in 81. My voice will be well tired by then. So, cool. Is there any way EDA can be implemented in Bitcoin the same way as implemented in Bitcoin Cash? I got to tell you, I don't know what you're talking about. What is this EDA that you're referring to in Bitcoin Cash? Not ringing a bell. CRISPR at home? Google it. Yeah, you can work on synthetic biology at home. No problem. What are your thoughts on the Bible? Well, yeah. You can guess what my thoughts are on the Bible. I think you could make a more interesting story written in a language that is commonly spoken, with a table of contents, with the frequently asked questions, with updates on magical paper, not man-made paper. Those things will all be possible. And the fact that they're not done means that the story is shady. Which InfoSec people would you follow? None. Why would you follow InfoSec people? They make jokes. They talk about informational security. When you really need to know about a patch, it'll show up on Hacker News. You shouldn't follow InfoSec people. It's a time sink. They're funny. I've mostly unsubscribed from them. He thinks ETH has too big of an attack surface. Yes, I do. Have you noticed it's hacked all the time? and otherwise breaks. Just like we have a bounty for mining Bitcoin, should we have a bounty for making progress in biohacking tech? Yep. If I can figure that out, I'll launch it. If I can figure out what Mr. Michael Hantel just said, a bounty for hacking biotech, I will launch that. I would dedicate my life to saving my life. That sounds like a really smart thing to do. You said once blockchain is almost useless for anything other than currency. Yep. Can you elaborate on supply chain use for transparency? Just have bonds. Everyone supplies a bond. If you get caught lying, you go to court, you lose your bond. They've been doing that shit for hundreds of years, maybe thousands of years. So you don't need a blockchain for transparency. You can just use bonding and insurance and licenses. So licenses, insurance, and bonding with just, hey guys, as part of your contract, you have to tell the truth and take a picture of the stuff you just shipped us. Should work, you know? And a blockchain is not going to help you do any of that because I could have sent you a picture from like, what are you going to hash the picture I sent you of the last shipment that I told you was really the shipment? Like, it doesn't work. 21 Co was disappointing. Yep. Epic fail, and predictably epic fail. I mean, it was obvious that wasn't going to work. Again, I have Mr. Hugecock asking if I'd rather kill myself or commit suicide. Still don't know what that means. They're the same thing. I think he likes to hear his name. Can't blame you, man. It is funny. Thank you for all the time you take making your videos and joining the guys in Crypto Network. You're welcome, and I hope to transition out of this profitless charitable stuff into things which make the world a better place and make me and my family wealthy. I guess I don't know why I care. Like, I'm already rich, but I guess more is better. I got lives to save, dude. Mine's one of them, and I'm not getting anything done. Like, Peter Thiel just dropped like 22 million, and I don't even think he dropped it personally. Like, he's not even doing a good job, and he's a billionaire. Nobody's doing a good job with this stuff, dude. I'm like dying here, and my book's not getting done. Man, things got to change. And unless this stuff goes viral, YouTube videos, it doesn't have the scale to save my life or yours. But thank you for the compliment. A little of my background. Went to smart people school, started businesses, did lots of business, retired. I like marketing stuff. Positive way of talking with people. Thanks, bro. Hope I can help. Yeah, one monitor. Why would you want to stare at bezels? And there's all types of other problems as well with lag being different between monitors. Like, I could go on down the list of why multi-monitors suck. You want to pay for 3 times the wall mounts? Like, I could go on down the list. Screw multiple monitors. Stupid. Atomic cross-chain swaps. You know what? Longer chains don't matter, right? The longer chain that plays by the rules matters, okay? So I just had to post this to a guy that's right about privacy but wrong about everything else, Mr. Rick Falkvigne. Started the Pirate Party. He says the longer chain matters because look at the Satoshi white paper. He's wrong. I responded, what's a longer steel chain? A 1 kilometer long steel chain or a 1.1 kilometer long aluminum chain? The longer thing doesn't play by the rules. It loses. The answer, the longer of the 2 chains, is the only chain, which is steel, which is 1 kilometer in that example, right? So it's a good analogy showing you that the only longer chain is the longer chain that looks like the chain that preceded it, that's playing by the rules, okay? Having a longer altcoin chain doesn't matter. On down the list. I don't know why that guy's so wrong about so many things, but so right about the privacy stuff. I have no idea. Maybe I can convince him. Or maybe he doesn't matter. I don't know. I like convincing people of smart stuff, I guess, if it's an option. Live stream lagging occasionally. Probably not my end, dude. Probably the interweb sucking. Big money in Bitcoin. Yeah. Nah, Bitcoin's going to be fine, dude. You don't got to worry about it being broken. I mean, basically, we got free money and free press for losing a little hash rate one day. It was actually a good trade in the end, but I still don't like to see people rewarded for bad decisions. Tuna. I like the idea of BTC to LTC pegs. Doesn't make any sense. You can't peg two things unless you own all of the two things. Not for a prolonged period of time. Top-notch content. Pleasure, bro. Get some rest. Emergency difficulty adjustment. Lol. Well, we didn't need the EDA when we lost half the miners, so I guess we'll be just fine. If ever one day we do need it, we'll fork it in there. Easy kill. Better than having this oscillation they're having. We get the privilege of having a couple less problems being the largest network. That is one of them, is that it's much harder to attack this one. Small computers for nodes, it's okay. Great, whatever. We don't need more computers, particularly small ones. The world's got enough computers. In a future with AI doing more, won't blockchain help software from being tampered with? As an example, a plane won't take off unless it knows its software matches other planes. They already do that. There's tons of redundancy in airplane software, crap loads. So yeah, that's already the case. Pretty sure. Your thoughts on ICO trend? A lot of people are going to lose a lot of money because most of these things are scams, and they're giving a lot of money to idiots that have never achieved anything before. And, achieving things is hard. So if you pick the right guy, it still might not work. You pick the wrong guy and give him too much money, they're all going to lose a lot of money. So I think 99.9% of ICOs are Ponzi schemes that'll take a while to collapse. Yeah, more Richard clones is the objective. That's the idea of the book. Go become rich, become successful, find love, and then save your own life. And when you do it, you'll be saving mine too, because we got similar biology. So, General Byzantine, you are correct. We need Richard clones that hopefully are more effective than I am. What is consciousness? Why do you care? Don't worry about it. Spend less time looking at you and more time looking outside of you, because that's where all the profit is, right? Too many people spend too much time thinking about themselves. You can't get a lot done looking in the rearview mirror. You can't get a lot done staring at your navel. So less of that crap, please. More of the outside crap. Scrolling. Voldemort but cooler. Oh, all right. See you later, Hitrix. Thanks for coming by. Have you scheduled the chart with Daniel? He said tomorrow at around the same time. I don't want to crush him that bad because he seems like a little aspy, like, not that socially adept. But the shit he says is so stupid that I feel like I'm not going to be able to control myself and being slightly mean. But I'll try and be nice. And he's working on a cool project. I like the Open Transactions project. I like the founder, and he might be writing great software as we speak. Open Transactions is cool. Cax Gua says something nice about me, and I like that kind of stuff, so I'm going to read it. Your easygoing style based on an obvious depth of knowledge and skill in putting things into nutshells is greatly appreciated. Winky face. Thank you, sir, and thank you for that fabulous compliment. Makes losing my voice talking to a screen full of text much more worth it. Richard, you should listen to Peter Schiff vomit retardation about Bitcoin on Rogan. He always says the same stuff. Not interesting. And he's always wrong. Equally not interesting. Well, actually, him being wrong is more interesting. He was pumping gold. He doesn't really pump gold. He pumps his gold, which is a premium over spot because that's how he makes his money. So he doesn't just tell you gold's good. He tells you gold's good and I'm an investment advisor. Come buy my gold at a premium over spot. Pretty please, pretty please. Fuck that guy. I have to become rich before I can find love? Not really, but it helps. Doesn't hurt. Depends on how you got rich, right? If you tattoo your face for money, it would restrict your mate options. And I'm not sure how rich you could get doing that. Oh, you could treat it like that website that gives you a pixel for like some amount of money. It was $1 million website. You could sell pixels on your face tattoo. Bitcoin dating app. Oh, it's going to be bro love fest. All dudes. I did it. I outran you guys. I got to the bottom of the chat. Legend. What is the most needed app for Bitcoin? Right now, the most needed app. I think that instant free transactions with Lightning is a pretty good app. And I actually think that the satellite is pretty cool because it removes all of those, people can't afford it in these places. Well, as long as you got a cell phone and this $100 new, probably $20 used satellite stuff and a computer, and you might be able to make that work through phone as well with a dongle. You should be able to make your phone be able to talk to your LMB from your satellite or whatever.